What's going on?
Listen, we're at a prestigious venue, we've got a prestigious event. We're fighting for unification, world champions. There's one thing you expect on fight night, on weighing night, to have a set of calibrated scales to make the correct weight. They're not calibrated scales. I've just been on there.
Have you seen the certificate?
Yes, I've got the certificate. The sticker's up there on the screen, and they're calibrated on the 9th of January. We're here in March, 9th of January. Them scales, boxing-wise, are put there and calibrated right here, right now, today, and they don't move. They're not calibrated at a hotel in Transworld. Once them scales have moved, they're not calibrated no more. And that sticker on it is the 9th of January. Everyone that weighed in went, they're light, they're light, they're light. And listen, I'm only protecting Natasha, and when I hear Price is struggling with weight, I'm thinking, okay, the light, because it's the main event and they wanted to make the weight. Someone's just come to me and, well, Tasha's 10.6.5. Yes, but she weighed under all the clothes on because we know the scales are light. If she stripped them down, she'll be in 10.5. But the point is you've got this huge prestige event, and we can't get a set of proper calibrated scales. Now, yeah, they've made the weight, but they're not calibrated. And yes, she's £2 on a pound. But the point is it's got to be on calibrated scales. I know people say it's me kicking off again, but we're talking about world title level. Can you imagine, hypothetically, you imagine Pacquiao Mayweather, I'm not saying it's like that, or Clarissa Shields, wherever else, and there weren't calibrated scales in America. And the board will turn around and go, they're happy. Of course they are. But I've got to be careful here because they'll get fined. Of course they're happy, but the same point is, because you haven't abided by the rules, they're not calibrated, and no one can produce a sticker that's dating today's date for them scales to weigh in.
So what do you want to see changed right now?
Well,
I mean, nothing they can do.
At the point, I just wanted to see a certificate to say that these scales are calibrated, and they're not. So technically, this isn't a world title fight because they're not being done on calibrated scales. But no one's got to push that. You will overrule me, Sky will overrule me, the board will overrule me. But at the end of the day, I'm just abiding by the rules. There should be a set of scales for a world title fight, calibrated right here, right now. And no one still, 15 minutes of the event, has come with me that certificate.
You can understand Joe's frustrations.
Yeah, no, listen, you've all worked with me for
a job. That's what I'm paid to do.
Yeah, we do understand.
I've only ever been in this situation once before, and it was actually on a card I fought Sergio Martinez, and nobody said anything because everyone came under the weight, but every single person on that card came in £2 under, and I checked mine on 2 calibrated sets of scales, so they were light, you know what I mean? So it does happen, unusual. That's the only other time I've known it, but everyone in there came in light. She was 10 stone 5, Lauren Price. So I think they all would have made the weight. I don't think there's going to be a controversy here in that regard, but I believe you when you're saying that the scales aren't right.
100%, and this we're on about the main event. We don't want to lose the main event. It's terrible news regarding Cindy today, but you don't lose the main event. Everyone in board about the undercard, but as long as the main event makes weight, that's all that interested. And if them were calibrated as a pound and a half, then Lauren would have been in at 10.6.12 or whatever. But she made weight. It's just play the game. Just do everything by the book. Why isn't everything by? And I shouldn't be here arguing that we didn't weigh in on proper calibrated scales. And it's all right, John, wishing everyone shouting at me. But you do your job. You get Mike Goodall to do his job, and you get the calibration team to do their job. Not my job. Okay, I'll get told off here in the rules.
Sorry, we'll just apologise for that language.
I'm sorry,
Emotions, as you can see, are very much running high, Joe. It's a fair point that you're making. I'm imagining right now your focus is purely on Tasha, though, and
yeah, we're in the zone, and when you're in the zone, and people say, "Oh, Gallagher, kick off," but we're going to war tomorrow night, and we're in the zone. And whether you're in Trump's office or Zelensky's, we've got a war. The armor's on, so we're prickling at everything you're looking for, every advantage, every gauge, everything else. And that's it, and that's where I apologise to anyone who upset it today.
That's all right, Joe. You've got to go. You've got to go.
Mike on purpose.